First, I want to say Merry Christmas, and the next thing I want to say is, do you want to get really, really strong in Digimon Story Time Stranger? Well, do I have the guide for you. First, all you gotta do is switch this difficulty over to hard mode, start your story. The second thing you do, pick your character, doesn't matter which one. And then, from this point on, just progress through the story pretty normally. There's nothing you really have to do here. Just get to the crowd, and once you get to the crowd, get to the area where you can go down the steps. Once there, you'll be offered 3 Digimon to pick from. Do not pick Digimon. That's the first thing. Secondly, as nice as Gomamon is, there's actually one better, and that'd be Patamon. Patamon is arguably the best here. Patamon will actually have the Digiline, or the Digivolution line, that we actually want to use. So, once you're ready, select him, and then you will be able to continue with this entire guide. From this point on, you'll need to fight every single Digimon that you come across. There's a good reason why you want to actually fight all of them. Don't skimp on a single one. Then, as well, you'll also want to be collecting every piece of equipment, item that you possibly can in every area. Once you get to probably the easiest fight in the game, it's a story structure fight, but you just gotta watch your health, really. Just guard with Patamon, and then from there, just heal when you need to. You should only need to heal twice at most, but if you guard 3 times, the fight's over. From here, this is when things get a bit difficult. From here, you'll be able to convert. You'll be using this to do a few things, like collecting 2 Punimon, which is the little red guy, little red marshmallow fuck. Once you collected 2 Punimon, then we'll be able to continue here in just a second. It should be noted that while you're doing this, it doesn't hurt to convert any additional Digimon for something we're going to do later. But at this moment in time, getting 2 Punimon is the absolute necessary thing that we have to do. And now that you have your 2 Punimon, you can now restructure your team to look something like this. You don't have to use the exact team that I'm using. I'm just using them because they hit pretty hard for this early on. I could be using stronger stuff, because a lot of things here don't really have resistance to fire. But as it stands, this will work. From here, you're going to want to grind out 4 rows of Digimon, and try to get a few of them to level 5. That seems like a lot, but it's not, because the conversion system is pretty generous. That means the moment you hit 100% on any Digimon in your conversion, just convert it. Get those Digimon in there. Because the sooner you get them in there, the sooner you can earn more Digimon, the sooner you can get more XP. Also, if you need more Digimon and you're out because, well, you just farmed them all, just go up the elevator and then go back down the elevator to respawn all the Digimon. And as you can see, it's respawned, so now you can start farming them again. But now, you have 4 rows of Digimon. What are you going to do with these 4 rows of Digimon? Well, we can't do anything with them yet. That's the big thing. We can't do anything with them until we unlock Digivolution. For now, progress. You'll know when you've unlocked Digivolution whenever you meet up with this little bird guy, and he drops you into this little hole. Digivolution will unlock the moment you get to this little checkpoint here. You're going to be de-digivolving Patamon, down 1 grade. Once you have this little guy, you're going to want to re-digivolve him to Coronamon. But, of course, we don't have the stats for him yet, so we need to load enhance. Start with the highest, tier Digimon first to get the most levels, and see if you can do it then, because you may have gotten enough stats to do so. But just keep an eye on the stats that you need to actually evolve, or grow, I mean. Alright, we're nearly there, so now we just do it one more time, I think. there we go. This Digimon's broken this early on because it has a pierce move, so even if the Digimon is immune to fire attacks, it doesn't matter. It just ignores that. Even if they resist it, it just ignores it too. You can also equip anything you want additionally to the Digimon too, because this will be one of your final team members to really progress further from this point forward. But now we need something that hits a good bit harder, which is where the Pienomon come in. Specifically a healer and someone who hits harder. That's what we need. So first we're going to get our healer. Our healer is going to be Lunamon, but we need a bit more SPI to get Lunamon out here. We're nearly there, so let's just get a few more. Alright, now there's Lunamon. Lunamon will be our healer. For this one, we're going to want Vmon. Vmon's going to be a little bit more difficult to get. And there we go, we have Vmon. This is going to be pretty much our final team. You should keep one more Digimon as like a side character in case one of these Digimon die. It's free turns if you just keep one more Digimon, and you may just use that Digimon to revive the one that died, and then switch them out whenever you see fit. But for now, we're going to load enhance all these Digimon to a reasonable level. I shoot for a level 10 normally. Level 10 seems to be right around the right area for this first part. They aren't too over-leveled by this point, but they aren't under-leveled either. And level 10 is right around the point when Lunamon actually gets her heal, which I feel is pretty damn necessary for a good portion of this game, unless you want to just use items. And there she is. She has her heal now. Let's go ahead and get Coronamon all the way to level 10 as well. And Vmon can get as close to level 10 as possible. If you can get him to level 10, do so. But if you can't, that's okay too. As long as he's as close to it as you can get him, he should be fine. He should do quite well. But as you can see here, I've left one additional Digimon, and that's Impmon. He's like a lucky charm, in a way. But this, to me, is the strongest Digimon team you can have starting out. From this point forward, there's not really many Digimon that can resist your attacks, and this is a good example of a pretty hard fight on the hard difficulty if you're not prepared. And there we go. That thing right there was probably one of the biggest damage checks, which could digitize your Digimon. But this fight is a much harder fight. Even though it is of the first boss, it's still pretty hard, even though you practically do get a free cross art. Just keep in mind, your Vmon still hits pretty hard for its stats. And even though Lunamon's primarily for healing, don't just use her for healing, because she does way more than heal. Make sure to keep your Lunamon healed up, because she does have pretty bad matchups, but again, earliest real healer in the game, and at level 10 she's still kind of cracked. Okay, this is where the Lunamon dies. That's okay. You have an additional Impmon, so use that. Impmon still hits pretty hard this early on, and it didn't matter anyway because Vmon got it made. But that is possibly the strongest starting team I can come up with this early on. I would have used Lucemon, but Lucemon's actually unable to be Digivolved this early on. What you're seeing on screen right now is another harder fight this early on in the game. The only thing that's changed is the Chronomon has moved to level 12. If you can figure out any other ways to make this more broken, please let me know. There is something like you could theoretically talk to the Lunamon, like just sit around and talk to Lunamon until she gains overprotective, and then from there she gains the ability to overheal, which if you can get a Lunamon to overheal this early on in the game, you pretty much won't lose a fight. You could also do the same with Coronamon to gain the thing that says it's cheer. Yeah, it amps attack based on the bonds of your other Digimon, which this early on doesn't seem like it's that strong, but you can get your bond up pretty quickly, especially with your first 3 Digimon that are in your party. You can get your bond up super quick. So if there's any other ways to make this stronger, let me know. I've tried many different combinations, and this seems like the strongest early on. Should know that Lunamon and Coronamon can be taken to the end of the game. Same with Vmon. Vmon does have some really strong stuff, but you have to wait until later to when you can get the eggs and the armored forms and stuff like that to really abuse Vmon's Digivolution line. But now that you have this, you can really take on the entire game. But Lunamon and Coronamon can evolve eventually into probably the most broken fusion in the game, besides like a few others. And Vmon can be your secondary instead of your third. And then from there you can actually have another ailment user to maximize the damage of the fusion Lunamon and Coronamon make eventually. This team can take you to the end of the game alone, but it would probably be preferred to have one Digimon additional after permanently fusing Lunamon and Coronamon. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a happy new year. I'm working on a bit of a bigger video. It was supposed to be out this month, but it took a bit longer because I have a lot of footage still left to record. The video's nearly done in terms of the actual full edits, but there's still a bit more footage that needs to be recorded for because I missed some things. But I hope this treats you well, and I hope that the rest of the year treats you well, and go visit mootube.fans because that's where I'm posting this video as well. Well, that's it then. I'll see you in another month.